My name is Darren Wong, and I will be speaking about the correlation between race and socioeconomic status. The reason for my interest in this topic is that the fact that I myself am a minority in America. Despite the fact that I come from a second generation Asian American family, my family has always struggled to make ends meet. I began to question, why is it so difficult for minorities to accumulate wealth? After doing some research, I found out that the wealth gap between whites and minorities have grown significantly over the past quarter century. The recession and an uneven recovery has erased decades of minority gains. Government bailouts has benefited wealthy companies which are generally owned by whites. Minorities account for 35% of the American population. However, we only account for less than 10% of American CEOs. Political action needs to be taken to ensure that the government bailouts do not benefit only the wealthy investors. Voting for representatives that understand the need to help all Americans and not only the wealthy would be a good start. The average white American has a net worth 20 times greater than blacks and 18 times greater than Hispanics. The median wealth of a white U.S. household in 2009 was roughly $114,000 compared to $6,400 for Hispanics and $5,700 for blacks. So what is pushing the wealth of whites to rebound during this economic crisis? Well, stocks and corporate savings, securities, and also trust funds to ensure the wealth of future generations. And what is causing decline of wealth amongst minorities? Foreclosure of homes in which many minorities have mortgaged. In order for minorities to accumulate wealth during such a difficult economic time, we have to invest in more than just housing property. We have to take chances and invest in businesses, stocks, securities, and trust funds, as well as to ensure the financial stability for the future generation. Existing research indicates that minority homeowners are more likely to experience a foreclosure than a white owner. The housing boom of the early to mid-2000s boosted the wealth of Hispanics in particular, who were disproportionately employed in the thriving construction industry. Hispanics were also more likely to live and buy homes in such states as California, Florida, Nevada, and Arizona, which were in the forefront of the real estate bubble. And they were enjoying early gains in home values during that time. The racial and ethnic impact of the economic meltdown, which ravaged housing values and sent unemployment soaring, it offered the most direct government evidence yet of the disparity between predominantly younger minorities, whose main asset is their home, and the older whites, who are more likely to have 401k retirement accounts and other stock holdings. I would conclude that minorities need to learn to invest towards the future. Stock holdings and 401k retirement accounts are examples of investments that would benefit in the future. Housing property foreclosures have harmed a large percentage of the minority community, but there are other things one can invest their money into. I believe that America still offers equal opportunities for everyone, but the resources are not available to us all. Early Americans have established business and investments for future generations. Minorities, on the other hand, came to this country with only dreams and no direction. Hard labor and homes were our only dreams. Now that we are in a recession, one has to adapt and find new ways to accumulate wealth for future generations as well as our own.